Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone, my name is Rafraz and today I'm going to have a 15-minute conversation with Maya about my goals, my dreams and my future plans. I believe that every person has dream in life but not everyone takes action to achieve them. Today I want to seriously discuss my goals and understand how I can improve myself step by step. So if you also have a big dreams and I want to change your life, if then why this conversion will end because maybe this question will help you think deeply about your own to future. So let's begin, Maya. Hello, Maya. How are you?
Hi, Sarfarat. What's going on?
Good. And you?
Good to hear. So, what's on your mind today?
Today I want to talk with you about my goals and my future planning. I am going to ask you some detailed and thoughtful questions so that I can understand how to build a successful life. Let's begin.
Sounds good. I'm all ears. Lay it on me when you're ready with your questions.
Good. So my first question, what are goals in real meaning and why is important for every person to clearly define their life goals instead of living without direction?
Goals are basically just what you're aiming for, right? But
Yes.
the real meaning part, that's where it gets interesting. To me, they're like having a destination programmed into your GPS instead of just driving around aimlessly, hoping you end up somewhere you like. A clear goal gives you purpose and pulls you forward, even when things get messy. Living without direction is like floating in an ocean with no land in sight. You might enjoy the water for a while, but eventually you'll get tired and drift further out. It's easy to end up wherever the currents take you instead of creating the life you actually want. Why direction matters isn't about being successful. It's about actually feeling like you're building something that matters to you.
Good. So my next question, how can setting specific, realistic and time-bound goals help me move faster towards success?
Okay, so specificity is huge. I want to be successful is basically useless, right? But I want to
Right.
land an internship at X company by the end of summer. That's something you can work with. Realistic just means you're not setting yourself up to fail. If you're at level one and want to be at level 10 in a week, it'll crush you. Time bound gives you that natural deadline that forces you to actually start moving instead of just thinking about it forever. It creates a sense of urgency without being stressful. What's your experience with this so far? Have you found yourself getting more done when you actually give things deadlines?
Great. So good. Next question, my what is difference between short terms and long term goals, and how can I manage both at them same time?
Right. So short term goals are basically the stepping stones, stuff you can reasonably achieve in days, weeks, or a few months. Long term goals, those are like your big vision, what you want to accomplish in a year or longer. Managing both comes down to alignment. Long term goal is where you want to end up, and short term goals should be mini versions of that bigger picture. Like if your long term goal is financial independence, your short term goals might be save $100 this week or apply for one side hustle. They feed into each other instead of being separate projects, you know?
Good. So my next question, how can I discover my true passion and decide which career path is best for my future?
Okay, that's a big one. A lot of people get this tangled up. They think passion is some lightning bolt that hits you. But honestly, sometimes it's more subtle. What stuff do you genuinely enjoy, even when it's hard? Not necessarily what you're good at, because those aren't always the same.
Good. So my next question, what daily habits should I build if I want to become successful and disciplined?
Hmm. Small stuff, really small. Like, don't Don't try to overhaul everything at once. Start with one or two habits that compound over time. Morning routines are popular for a reason. Maybe it's making your bed immediately, drinking a glass of water before coffee, 5 minutes of journaling. Those tiny wins build momentum. For discipline, it's less about willpower and more about systems. Have pre made to do lists, time block your schedule, set up triggers. After X, I do Y. It's like programming yourself, honestly.
Good. So my next question, how can I stay motivated when I feel tired, lazy, or manually exhausted?
That's the $1 million question, right? Motivation is super fickle. It's never going to be there all the time. That's where discipline comes in, but also self compassion. Instead of beating yourself up, ask yourself what's really going on. Are you actually tired or are you just avoiding something uncomfortable? If it's physical exhaustion, rest. If it's resistance, try the 5 minute rule. Commit to just 5 minutes of whatever it is. Often, once you get going, you find it's not as bad as you thought.
Good. So my next question, what practical step can I take every day to improve my English speaking and communication skills?
Okay, immersion is key. You're already doing well just by talking with me, honestly. But think about daily habits. Even 15 minutes matters. Watch English movies without subtitles, listen to English podcasts during your commute, practice thinking in English. And most importantly, find people to actually talk to. Language exchange partners are amazing. You teach them your language and they teach you theirs. Don't be afraid to mess up. That's literally how you learn.
Great. So what important skills should I start learning today? I want to earn money online in the future.
All right, online earning that's broad, but a few that consistently pay right now, copywriting, businesses always need people who can write well. Video editing, everyone wants video content. Web development, always in demand. And honestly, anything creative with a niche. Social media management, graphic design, online tutoring. The key is picking something that uses your skills or something you're genuinely interested in learning. What sounds most appealing or doable from that list?
Good. So my next question, how can I start freelancing as a beginner even if I don't have much experience right now?
Freelancing as a beginner is totally doable, but you've got to be strategic. Start with platforms designed for newbies. Upwork and Fiverr are good, but competitive. Focus on one skill and create a solid portfolio, even if it's with free work for friends or family. Keep your rates low at first to build reviews and testimonials. Network like crazy. LinkedIn is your friend. And most importantly, don't quit your day job until you have consistent income.
Great. So how important is discipline compared to motivation in achieving long-term success?
Discipline is way more important, honestly. Motivation is this up and down thing that comes and goes. It's like riding a roller coaster. Discipline is the engine that keeps you moving even when you're not feeling it. The thing about long term success is most days feel pretty normal. There's no magic motivation making you want to work every single day. Discipline bridges that gap between what you feel like doing and what you need to do to reach your goals.
Great. So how can I prepare myself mutually and academically for international scholarships in the future?
International scholarships are competitive, no doubt. Academically, you want stellar grades, that's non negotiable. But it's more than grades. They want well rounded applicants, extracurriculars, volunteer work, leadership roles. Start now building a compelling story of who you are beyond school. And get your standardized tests sorted early. TOEFL, IELTS, SAT, these can take time. The application essays are huge. Don't skimp on those. They want to see personality and potential, not just transcripts. Start researching scholarships early. Deadlines creep up on you fast.
Good. So, what books, learning resources can help me grow personally and professionally?
That's a great question. For personal growth, Mindset by Carol Dweck is essential. Teaches you about growth versus fixed mindset. Atomic Habits by James Clear for building better habits. Professionally, Deep Work by Cal Newport on focused work. For communication, Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss, ex FBI negotiator with amazing tactics. And for general mindset, The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, total classic. There's also amazing free content online, podcasts like This American Life or blogs about productivity and self improvement.
Great. So, how can I improve my communication skills so that I can perform confidently in interviews and presentations?
Practice, practice, practice. Record yourself giving practice answers to common interview questions and review where you stumble or use words. For presentations, structure is key. Know your message, create a logical flow, keep it simple, and rehearse in front of a mirror, friends, family. Get comfortable with your content. Public speaking workshops are amazing if you can find them. And remember, most people are nervous. It's normal to stumble. The key is owning it, not pretending you're not nervous.
Good. So, how can I compete confidently with people who are more experienced and skilled than me?
That's a tough one. Comparison is a thief of joy, right? Your biggest strength is that you're willing to learn. Ask questions constantly shows curiosity, not incompetence. Focus on adding value where you can, even if it's small. And celebrate your own progress. You're not starting where they are, but you're moving forward. Experience is valuable, but raw potential is valuable too. It's not a race. People grow at different speeds.
Great. So, how can I create a clear 3 to 5 years plan for my education and career?
Start with the end in mind. What do you actually want to be doing in 5 years? Then work backwards. Education. What degrees or certifications do you need? Career. What entry level roles get you closer? And break it down into yearly milestones. This year, get good grades. Next year, gain relevant experience. Then apply for internships. Map out specific steps for each year, not just vague goals. Review and adjust regularly. Life happens. And don't get paralyzed by perfection. It's a guide, not a prison sentence.
Good. So, what sacrifices might I need to make today to achieve success tomorrow?
That's the harsh truth most people don't talk about. Immediate gratification versus long term gains. That's the trade off. It might mean saying no to social events sometimes, trading instant comfort for uncomfortable learning, delaying purchases until you save up. It's not about being miserable, but about being intentional with your choices. A latte today is easy. Financial freedom later requires consistent saving. Netflix binge watching feels good now. Skills development builds the career. Success requires picking the harder thing more often than the easier one. It's not glamorous, it's just realistic.
Very nice, Maya. So, finally, what is your most powerful advice for someone like me who truly wants to change his life and build a successful future?
Be relentlessly kind to yourself. Seriously, you're going to mess up tons of times. Doubt will creep in. You'll make choices you regret. That's not a reason to quit, that's just part of the process. Treat yourself with the same grace you'd give a friend. Success isn't a straight line, it's messy and unpredictable, but kindness is the fuel that keeps you going when motivation fails. Build something you're proud of, not just for the results, but for the person you become along the way.
Great. So, you have a strong determination and clear dreams. If you stay consistent, disciplined, and focused, you will definitely achieve your goals. And thank you,
Exactly.
and thank you so
And
much, Maya,
remember,
for your sharing thoughts.
You're so welcome, Sarfaraz. It was a really good conversation, a lot to unpack there. If you're serious about this stuff, remember that planning is only half the battle.
Okay, okay,
It's
Maya,
the
Allah
daily
Hafiz.
habits that
Allah
act.
Hafiz. So thank you everyone for watching this conversion. If you have a goals in your life, start working on them today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Yet, see you in the next video. Stay motivated and keep growing. Allah Hafiz. Take care.